A drainage pipe suddenly started dripping bright red blood. And when following the trail, the police found 4 strange sacks inside a cave. What is the truth behind this? On a damp autumn morning, the villagers living near the drainage area of Village Y suddenly noticed bright red blood dripping from the mouth of the drain. At first, everyone thought it was just the blood of an injured animal, but as the blood continued to flow, worry and anxiety spread throughout the village. No one could explain why the drainage pipe had such strange drops of blood. When the police arrived at the scene, they immediately began inspecting the drainage pipe. After hours of searching and diving deep into the drainage system, they discovered a water path leading to a small cave, located a few kilometers away from the village. Inside the cave, a horrifying scene appeared. 4 large sacks were tightly tied and neatly placed in a dark corner of the cave. The police quickly opened each sack and found the bodies of 4 victims inside. Each of them was bound and showed signs of brutal murder. Marks on their necks indicated that they had all been strangled to death, and other injuries on their bodies showed signs of struggle and resistance before being killed. The victims were identified as 2 men and 2 women, all local residents, but no one knew exactly when they had gone missing. The investigation was immediately launched. The initial clues suggested that the perpetrator might have been an acquaintance of the victims, as there were no signs of forced entry or robbery. After gathering information from the surrounding people, police began to focus on a man named Chen Guang. Chen Guang was a man who lived alone, had a history of violence, and often had conflicts with the victims in the past. The police interrogated Chen Guang, but at first, he remained quite calm and denied any involvement. However, when the police searched his house, they found crucial evidence: ropes used for tying and traces of blood left on his clothes. This evidence forced Chen Guang to confess. He admitted that due to personal conflicts with the victims and in a fit of rage, he had killed them. He then used sacks to transport the bodies to the cave to hide his crime. Chen Guang was eventually arrested and brought to justice. He received the death penalty for his heinous crime. The drops of blood from the drainage pipe had led to the unraveling of one of the most horrifying cases in Village Y. This serves as a reminder to all of us that crime can hide right next to us without us even knowing.